Good morning, student. Today we will start with chapter 5, Kingdom, Kings and Early Republic. But before starting the lesson, let me tell you something about what is election day. As you know, India is a democratic country, and in this we have a right to choose our representative through the vote. When you are at the age of 18 years, you can choose your representative through the vote. So in this chapter, first I will tell you there is a boy who saw that his grandparents already ready to go and vote. They wanted to be the first to reach the polling booth. So he want to know why they are so excited to give the vote, why they woke up so early in the morning to give the vote. So he asked a question. So what the grandfather explained, he said, we can choose our ruler today through our vote. Means vote is our power. So we should very careful about uh, choosing our representative through our vote. So this is about the present scenario. But what is actually happening in the past, that I will tell you in the lesson, how we choose a ruler in the past. Around 3000 years ago back, there is a different method of choosing our ruler. So let's start with a lesson, how some men become ruler, how the men they become the ruler of a kingdom, how they become the king. So let me explain. Choosing leader or ruler by voting is something that has become common during last 50 years or so. How did the men become a ruler in the past? Like how become they become the Raja? That you have learned in chapter 4 probably. They are chosen by the people. But around 3000 years ago, we find some changes that taking place in the ways in which Raja were chosen. So what were the changes, how the Raja were chosen, that we will study in this lesson. Some men have become recognized as Raja by performing very big sacrifices. Now, what is actually sacrifices? You will see, like we are giving something, when we give us something special thing, that we do sacrifice. But what is actually is the sacrifice in this lesson? The Ashwamedha, or a horse. A sacrifice one such ritual, like they perform something to choose their Raja. First, what the Raja do, they lose their horse wandering freely, and that horse was guarded by the Raja's man. If the horse wander into the kingdom of other Raja, suppose he wandered in the kingdom of other Raja and they stopped that horse, then they have to fight, and the stronger one do the sacrifice and he become the Raja. But if the Raja they allow the that horse to move, just to go, then it means that they accepted that Raja is that Raja is stronger, and he accepted that Raja is more stronger than him. So when this happened, again I'm telling you, 3000 years ago back, I'm telling you how they choose their Raja. There was a horse, they lose that horse wandering freely, and it was guarded by Raja's man. And if they entered, when the horse entered in the kingdom of Raja, and if the Raja stopped, the other Raja stopped him, then they have to fight. Then the stronger one do the sacrifice and become the Raja. And if the Raja let the horse go, then it means that they accepted the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than him. So I hope so it is clear to, this much is clear to you. So the Raja who recognized the sacrifice has been very powerful, and all those who become uh, all those the other people, they brought gift for the Raja. I hope so this much is clear to you, and you can underline also uh, how uh, how many years back they do this all this thing. The Raja was a strengthly figure in these ritual. They often have a special seat. See the throne of tiger skin, and the Raja have a central figure, a seat that is called the special seat. That is the throne of the Raja. Now, now what is actually the battlefield and the witness his exploit chanted the tales of his story, his relatives, especially his wife, sons, and had to perform the variety of minor rituals The other Raja was simply spectator. They view and they watch the performance uh, of the sacrifice. The priests, they come for the rituals and sprinkling. They're putting some sacred water, that holy water, on the king. The ordinary people like the Vaishnav who brought gift, however, some people such as those who regard as a Shudra, they are not like, they are the people, I will tell you that also. Some people like Shudras, they are not supposed to uh, include in that ritual. Why they are not included? Because they are belong to a lower caste. Make a list of those who would be present at sacrifice, which are categorized that were described in terms of their occupation. So I hope so this much is clear to you. Now I'm telling you how the people are different, how they have different categories according to their occupation. So let me tell you. Now there is a once we have many books that composed in the North India, especially the area drained by Ganga and Yamuna during this period. These books are often called later Vedic because they were composed of Rig Veda, about which you have learned. You have learned about Rig Veda. That was the oldest one, 3,500 years ago. It is the oldest. So these include like Samveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda, and as well as the other books. So they were composed by the priest and describe how rituals were to be performed, means how the rituals they have to be performed. They also contain the rules about the society. These books also contain the rules and regulation of the society. So I hope so this much is clear to you. So there are several different groups in the society at this time: the priest and the warrior, farmers, herders, traders, craft person, laborers, fishing folk, and forest people. Some priests and the warrior were rich, and some are like some were the farmers and traders. Other are included many herders, craft persons, laborer, fishing folk, hunter gatherers were poor. Now how they are divided, let me tell you. The priests divided into the four categories. Like these groups are divided by, the priests divide the people into four groups. What are the four groups? All that are Varns. According to them, each one had different set of functions. Like first one is Brahmins were expected to study the Ved, performing sacrifice and receive the gift. The first one is the Brahmin one. So they study the Veda, they perform the sacrifices, and they receive the gifts. And the second one were the ruler, who are called Kshatriya. They expected to fight the battles and protect the people. And the third one is the Vaishya. They were expected to be the farmer, herder, trader. Both Kshatriya and the Vaishnavas could perform the sacrifice. So I'm telling you again, one was the Brahmin, one was the Kshatriya, and one was the Vaishnava. They used to, and like they used to, what they have to do, they are the farmers and the trader. Both Kshatriya and the Vaishnava could perform the sacrifice. They can do, but the which group cannot do the sacrifice? That was Shudras. Shudras were not supposed to do the sacrifice. Why they are not supposed to do the sacrifice? Because they belong to the lower caste. They are untouchable. So they are not supposed to enter in the temples. They are not supposed to take the water from the well, and they are the inferior one. I hope so this much is clear to every student. So the next one, so today in today's chapter, you have learned about the Varns, you learn about how the rituals are performed, how the sacrifice is done, how the ruler is chosen, how the king is chosen by the people. I hope so this much is clear to you. Read the lesson thoroughly, uh, and you can ask the question in the next class. So I hope so it is clear to you. Thank you. Have a nice